Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and I love to create makeup videos here on YouTube. On today's video, I'm going to be creating this orange eyeshadow look that is perfect for going to a pumpkin patch. I know that it is spooky season, so I thought I'd create something for y'all. And this is what I came out with. So if you like how this makeup look turned out, then keep on watching. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with this video. For today's makeup look, I'm gonna be using two palettes. I am gonna be using the Barbie Colourpop Malibu palette, and I'm also gonna be using the Colourpop Cabana Club palette. These two palettes have been my favorite at the moment. They have multiple press-on eyeshadows that I love. They are super pigmented and super easy to apply to the eyes, which y'all are gonna be seeing right now while I am doing my eyeshadow. Alright, so I've already moisturized my skin. I've already prepped it. So what we're going to start by is the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand. And I am going to be applying it with this flat brush. Alright, so I've applied the concealer on my eyelids, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with the Barbie Colourpop eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to be using this orange color right here. This is in the shade So Cal. And I'm going to be applying it with this fluffy buffing brush. And I'm going to start by applying it on my crease, a little bit up to my brow bone in circular motions. I love that these eyeshadows are super easy to blend and apply. And I like to hold my brush like midway through the little stick, or this little thing. I like to hold it like midway through, because I feel like it's easier to manage the brush and just blend the eyeshadow. So as you can see, I did bring it up on touching my brow bone. And like I've said before, I do have like big eyes, big eyelids that I can like work with. So I like to bring it all the way up. That's just my preference. Once you've applied the orange eyeshadow and it is not too overly powering, you're gonna go ahead and do a press shimmer eyeshadow. For that, I'm gonna be using the Cabana Club eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna be using this color right here, Bahama Mama. This is like a orangey, shimmery color. It's very pretty. And I'm gonna be applying it with my finger all over my eyelid. Something like this. I love these eyeshadows because they're so easily to apply. They're very buttery, so that is something I really like. Now that you've applied the little shimmer eyeshadow on your eyelid, you're gonna go ahead and go back to the orange color and darken up the outer part and the inner part of your eyes. And I'm just gonna use this one for the outer part. And I'm just going to use circular motions. And I'm literally not moving my finger from this part. I'm literally just going like this on the outer part. And as you see, it did take a little bit out of the shimmer color, but we're gonna go back and add to it. And then you're gonna grab more of the orange one and bring it over here. And I like to raise my eyes like this. And this is just so that the shimmer and the eyeshadow can blend together. And I am doing circular motions like that. And going back to the shimmery orange, we're gonna reapply it on our eyelid, but this time we're kind of dabbing it on the eye. So technically your whole eyelid is gonna be orange because we are doing a pumpkin patch eyeshadow look. So this is how it looks. You're only gonna be using 2 eyeshadows, the matte orange eyeshadow and the shimmery orange eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this eye off camera, and then I'll be back so we can finish everything else. All right guys, so I am back. I've done this eye and I also carved out a little bit my eyebrows. I'm letting them grow out a little bit because that kind of messed them up. I've done this eye, so I'm gonna go ahead and curl my eyelashes and add fake lashes on, and then we'll start on the face. For my lashes, I'm going to be using this Mexican mascara. I always use a Mexican mascara because the mascaras from here, like from the US, I don't know why it is, but they do not work. Alright, so I put on the mascara and I'm going to go ahead and put on my favorite lashes. For lashes, I'm going to be using these Kiss in the style So Wispy 08. I love these lashes. They are a little bit more on the dramatic side, but that's what I like. I love to use dramatic lashes and big lashes. Like, I want to make sure people know I'm wearing fake lashes. You know what I mean? So I'm actually going to be using some that I've already used before. Okay, so I've applied one lash and I'm gonna go ahead and apply the other one off camera. Alright guys, so I am back. I've applied both of my lashes on. This is how it looks. And now we're gonna go ahead and get started with the face. For today's foundation, I'm gonna be using my Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the shade 4.0. I love this foundation. I'm going to be using my Real Techniques Kabuki brush to apply my foundation. And I love to apply it with my fingers. I know that there's a lot of people who like to apply it in the back of their hand and then from there grab it with the brush, but I don't really like doing that. I like it more when I dot it. And then I'm going to be dabbing it in like I always do. And I love that this foundation gives such good coverage. Like, it literally covers everything. And I love that. Y'all, it looks so fire. I love this foundation. Now that we've applied our foundation, I'm going to use just a little bit of the concealer and add it on my chin, on my forehead, and that's it. I don't like to use that much concealer on my face because I feel like my foundation does it for me. Like, it covers most of like my imperfections. So yeah, I just literally use the concealer for really nothing, but you know, I just do it because it's kind of part of the makeup routine. Okay, so now it is baking time. I'm going to be using the Revolution Translucent Loose Setting Powder in the shade Ghost or White. I'm going to be applying the powder with my beauty blender. I'm going to be applying it under my eyes. I'm also going to apply the powder to my nose. I usually always apply powder on my T-zone because those are the areas where I'm mostly oily, and I find that this powder really helps control the oils on my skin and helps me keep matte throughout the whole day. So that is basically all the areas that I apply the powder in. While the powder is baking, I'm going to use the Hoola Benefit bronzer to bronze my skin. For this makeup look, it is fall, so we gotta be bronzy. I'm going to apply this much of bronzer and I'm going to dab it in. So I've added the bronzer. Now I'm going to go ahead and add bronzer on my forehead too. I've never really been the girl that likes to bronze her forehead, but I've been seeing a lot of like makeup videos and IG reels or TVs that the girls bronze their forehead, and I'm like, it looks so nice. Like, why have I not been doing that? So I'm just going to use a little bit because I don't want to like overdo it and then be regretting it. So I'm just dabbing it in right here. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to be using this Real Techniques brush right here to take off the excess of powder under my eyes. And I'm just going to also dab it. I don't like to brush it off. Just like so. I'm going to keep my nose area still baking. Now I'm going to be using this Milk blush stick to add a little bit of blush on my cheeks. We are going to the pumpkin patch, so we want to look a little bit more glammed up for the pictures. You already know. I'm actually not going to the pumpkin patch today. I think I'm going to be going either tomorrow or Thursday, but you know, we got to practice. We got to practice before the day. So what I like to do, I just like to dab my brush into the little stick and then just go like this and dab it in. And as you can see, oh my gosh, like it literally made such a difference. And I love this blush because it's literally so freaking buttery. Like, I don't know why, but I've been super into like the buttery makeup products. I just feel like it's it just melts into your skin, and that is exactly what I like. Oh my god, I love this. And I've literally only started doing this technique about 2 days ago, and it has changed the game, guys. So if you have like a blush, it doesn't matter if it's not the milk blush, but if you have a blush that um, is like in a stick, I recommend you using it because it's literally, for me personally, it's better than using the powder. Now we're gonna go ahead and take off the Access powder from the nose. And as usual, we're gonna be using the bronzer to define and give a little bit of color to our nose. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just like so. Just a tiny bit, not so much. Now that we've done that, this is how it's looking. It's giving fall pumpkin patch makeup look. This is how the eyeshadow looks. I am loving this look. All right, and now to really finish this off, we're gonna be adding highlight. For highlight, I'm gonna be using the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Break Radiant highlight. And I'm just going to dab into all the colors. If you notice, I always dab into my makeup. That's my thing. I dab into everything I put on. I dab it in. I dab it to grab it. That's just me. And I'm literally only using a little bit of highlight. I don't want to use so much. Literally just to give a little bit of glow. And then I'm gonna be adding some right here. Not so much, because you don't also want to be looking like a glazed donut. I personally don't like that. So just a little bit. Okay, I was actually forgetting. We're gonna be adding the same orange color that you added on your crease to your under eyes. And I'm just gonna be using this flat brush to do that. Just like so. And we're gonna add it in. Just like so. There you go. This is how it looks. So this is the makeup look. This is how it looks. This is the eyeshadow. Very pretty. I really like how it turned out. And yeah, we are ready for the pumpkin patch. Okay guys, I'm sorry, I'm back. I actually didn't like the gloss that I applied on my lips, so I went ahead and added a little bit of dots from this brown Maybelline lipstick. I added just a little bit of dots so I could still have a little bit of gloss and shimmer to my lips. So that is what I did. Okay, so now we are officially done with this makeup look. If you did like it, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on your bell post notifications on so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Bye guys!